Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone for today's Sunday feast class lecture, Srila Prabhupada's Love Feast. So before we begin, we sing Jai Radha Madhava, one kirtan. Mic is fine. जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी तमा जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजना यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजना यमुना तीरा बनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजना यमुना तीरा बनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Radha, Madan Mohan Radha, Madan Mohan, Jai Shri Radhe. Jaya Mahaprabhu, 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 Jaya Mahaprabhu. Jaya Lakshmi Narasingha, Lakshmi Narasingha, Lakshmi Narasingha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasingha. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jai Gurudev. जय हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन भगवान की, श्रीमन महाप्रभु की, श्री 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 लक्ष्मी नरसिंह देव भगवान की, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे। Hare Krishna. So before we begin, today we are going to discuss a very important topic. It's called shravanam. We'll come to that. But before that, we beg for the blessings of the previous acharyas. So we'll do Mangala charan. Om Ajnanatirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam yena bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Dadati sha padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathannitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savathutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhannitamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Shri Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vashadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jayatam Surato Pango Mama Manda Matirgatihi Matsarvasya Padam Bhojo Shri Shri Radha Madana Mohano Anarpita Charim Chirat Karunaya Batirna Kalau Samarpaitam Unnata Ujjvala Rasam Sabhakti Shriyam Haripurata Sundaratuti Kadamba Sandipita Sadaridaya Kandare Spuratova Shachinandano Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya Namaste Jaste Jase Abir Bhava Vajranakha Vajradramshtra Karmashayan Randhraya Grasa Om Swaha Abhayam Atmane Bhuishtha Om Shraum Nilachale Nibasaya Nitaya Paramatmane Balabhadram Subhadram Jagannathaya Namo Namaha Bande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sahodito Gauradaya Puspabanto Chitra Sando Tamonido Mukham Karati Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripa Tamaham Bande Paramananda Madhavam Yat Kripa Tamaham Bande Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Yat Kripa Tamaham Bande Shri Guru Dinatarinam. Hare Krishna. I so much thankful that all of you could take out your precious time to come here. You could be doing so many things. This modern age gives so many options. But I'm so happy and grateful that you could make out your time to come here to hear Krishna Katha. I also seek the blessings of senior devotees, Ramanand Sakha Prabhu, Shraddha Mataji. They're exemplifying by their own behavior this shravanam, but they're sitting here just to set an example. So I seek both of your blessings. Hare Krishna. So we just had Gita Jayanti 2 days back, Friday. That is the day Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjun. So one of the things that we can learn from Arjun is how to hear, the art of hearing, shravanam. Shravanam is very, very important. It is given a lot of emphasis, Hare Krishna, in all the scriptures. This one saint said that how good our shravanam is determines how strong our spiritual life will be. It acts like a rudder in a ship of our spiritual life. So we'll go through some of the aspects of shravanam. So, importance of hearing. What is the importance of shravanam? And we can see here some of the very important points, because anything that we do, one day Vaisheshik Maharaj was giving one class in the morning japa, and it really touched me so much. He told that goldsmith, when they melt the gold and make an ornament, they are very careful not to miss a single drop of gold. Why? Because they understand the value of the gold. So, the more we understand the importance of a particular thing, we take that much seriously. So, to embrace anything very seriously, what we have to do is, we have to understand the importance of that particular thing. So that's why the first slide is on importance of hearing. So more than anybody, this is one of the favorite slokas that Srila Prabhupada loved to quote. Bhagavad Gita 7.1 is Krishna's instruction to hear. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Maya Sakta Mana Partha Yogam Junjat Madashraya Asham Shayam Shamagram Mam Yathagya Shashi Tat Shrinu. Please hear Krishna. What can be more better reason for all of us to embrace hearing more seriously? Because Krishna himself is telling here. So it's a mystical process that can do transformation of our heart. Just like in our body, it's like this is like a hardware, right? You can feel. But there is a software which cannot be seen. That is mind, intelligence, false ego. But that's corrupted. You have seen corrupt softwares? Nothing works, it hangs, right? Our system hangs. Our system hangs in loneliness, frustration, directionless. So, the shravanam is such a mystical process, it's like an antivirus. So once a system is infected with virus, what we do mandatory for any laptop is, first thing you do is you install the antivirus software. So they discover Trojan virus or any other virus, and they can uproot that virus and trash it. This Sravanam is a similar process which acts like an antivirus to our software. It can get our mind and our soul at peace. And all the negativity, negative understanding can be cleared when we, just by this process of Shravanam. So, Krishna also tells that I am there where my devotees are singing my glories. Sa uttama sloko mahan mukhachuta bhavat padam bhaja sudha kana anila Shritim punar vismrita tattva vartmanam ko yoginam no vartanti alambarai. So it tells, it's a favorite sloka, Abhishek Maharaj loves to quote this. It tells, my dear Lord, you are glorified by the selected verses. Sa uttama sloka. Uttama sloka means who is glorified the selected verses. Mahan Mukhachuta means the great devotees, Mahans, when they sing. My dear Lord, you are glorified by the selected verses uttered by great personalities. Such glorification of your lotus feet is just like the saffron particles. So when devotees speak Krishna Katha, the saffron particle, you can imagine that Krishna's lotus feet has a lot of saffron particles. And that get dislodged through the Katha of the devotees, and they make entry to our heart. Hearing is such a mystical process that is certified in Srimad Bhagavatam. It is 4:20:25. So the saffron particle gets dislodged, and through the Katha, they make it to our heart. This is how we can, there's a fine line between material to spiritual. That transition happens through the vibration or shravanam. Ata Shri Krishna namadi na bhaved graham indriya sevanmika hi jivado swayam eva spuratada. Rupa Goswami Pad telling that Krishna's naam and his pastimes, they are all transcendental. Seban Mikehi Jivado, and they cannot be touched by gross senses. But when with our tongue we take the holy name, do the seva, Seban Mukhehi Jivado, Nam Seva, and through our ears we hear. You'll notice that, so when we hear, then we can be purified. So we'll notice that that ear is the most active sense. Even when we are sleeping, our ear is very active. Even when a person dies, the last sense that gets deactivated is hearing. Hearing goes on till the last moment. Till the last moment one can hear. So it is so important. So there is a special reason why that is done that way. It's not done just like random way. It is done so that we can hear. And we are given 2 ears, 2 holes. Now all other senses are one. And it's not covered. So this remains so active so that we can hear. And Krishna is telling, where my devotees discuss Krishna Katha, I am present there. Naham tishtami vaikunte yogi nam hridaye shubha tatra tishtami narada jatra gayanti madbhakta. Where my devotees are singing my glories, I am there. So this sound vibration can either entangle us or liberate us. That's why Vaisheshik Maharaj says that let the vibration keep on going, the good vibration. Good vibration, it said actually Martin Luther King Jr., he mentioned that there are 2 dogs living in our heart. One is a good dog, another is a bad dog. So depending on which vibration we are feeding, so something mundane vibration, we are feeding the bad dog and it can shout and it can make us really miserable. But when to the transcendental sound vibration, we feed the good dog and that can actually come to our protection. So sound vibration is very important. It can either entangle us or it can liberate us. So this is very powerful. And this also proper utilization of our human capacity, our capacity to hear and discuss Krishna Katha. Ahara nidra bhayamoithanam cha. So they tell that this Shastra tell these 4 things are common. Dharma bihina pashuvi shamana. Dharma hi eka adhika vishesha dharma bihina pashuvi shamana. So this one thing, our capacity to hear and analyze Krishna Katha is what discriminates us from animal. Otherwise, it's just like 2 legs, polished, suited, booted animal. There's no difference. Because maybe we are eating on a table, a dog is sitting on the floor, but the pleasure is same. So one time, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj took all of his disciples for a Vrindavan Parikrama. So there is a Vrindavan Parikrama party. And at one point, Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj announced that there is a Sheshashahi Mandir and all of you can take darshan. Many left, but Srila Prabhupada stayed back. And he heard everything. Although it was difficult in the beginning, he mentions out of his humility that I could not understand many of the things. But still, I made it a point to sit and hear. And Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj noted that Abhay loves to hear. Whatever he writes, you publish in the magazine. And when his initiation was proposed in Allahabad, he was recommended. Bhakti Siddhanta remembered, yes, Abhay loves to hear. I would love to give him initiation. So we can understand more than anybody from Srila Prabhupada example, the importance of hearing. And when we hear, then lot many things happen, but there is a very beautiful verse in Srimad Bhagavatam 10:31-9 that gives the effect of hearing. Taba kathamritam tapta jivanam kabibiriditam kalmashapaham shravanam mangalam shrimadatatam bhubigrinantiye bhurida jana. This is what Prataprudra Maharaj was also singing when he was massaging the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you are the Bhurida, you are the magnanimous. So Taba Kathamritam, this is like an Amrita, nectar. When we do oral reception through our ear, we hear this Kathamrita, then what happens? Tapta Jivanam. Our heart is tapta. Tapta means it's like very hot. Something very hot is called tapta. So tapta jivanam, our life has become very heated. Why? Because there are so many desires, implications in our life. Due to that, we are suffering. Even if somebody has a lot of money, he would suffer. Money cannot buy happiness. And we have a lot of examples of that. We need not go to the details. But when we hear Krishna Katha, this is the only solution. When we hear Kathamrita of the Lord, then Tapta Jivanam, it cools down. Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam. So, Shravana Mangalam, just by hearing Krishna Katha, it is Punna. It is Mangalam. It invokes all the auspiciousness in our life. So, how to hear? That's the second thing. First thing, importance of hearing. That itself is a class, but we have to some points we discussed. How to hear is very important because sometimes we hear but don't hear. Did you notice that? Like it just bounces off our ears. There are many examples. Maybe husband-wife talking could be one example. On the lighter side. So, how we hear is very important. And we can learn from Arjun. And that's why Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita how to hear. 4.34. With humility and with service attitude. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshinaha. So we need to humble ourselves. Because you may notice sometimes speaking is easier, because in this age of information, you can just cut, copy, paste, gather some information and you can just share. But to hear, one needs humility, otherwise one cannot hear. Tadvidhi, this is the right mood to hear, that one need to humble oneself. Pranipatena, pariprashnana sevaya, and render service. So then we can hear properly. When we have a respectful attitude and we have service attitude and humility. And that is why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, he could have just said chant Hare Krishna. That's it. But he said, he gave the attitude to chant. Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. Only in such a attitude can we hear, otherwise we cannot hear. Sometimes we can go on chanting without hearing. 16 rounds can be over without hearing. It's such an amazing mystery. That's why Srila Prabhupada, he gave one instruction to the point. He said, just chant and hear. It's not easy to hear. It needs a proper attitude for hearing. And then something that we get inspiration from, we can repeatedly hear for the message, lessons to sink in. Sometimes one time hearing, we may miss many things. When we repeatedly hear, because Krishna Katha is like, there's a newer and newer taste every time you hear. There's a newer aspect. Just like when sunlight reflects on a diamond or a glass with, prism, correct, that's the right word. So then you'll notice that different color comes. And if the sign of a very good diamond is that it can shine different ways. So a proper diamond merchant, he would look from different angles how it is looking. Similarly, hearing is like this diamond of lesson of Krishna Katha. When we repeatedly hear, there's a newer and newer angle that comes out of that. And there's a newer and newer taste, and Krishna reciprocates. So repeated hearing, and I love, Vaishrik Maharaj always reminds us, we have to hear for how long? For a long time. He tells like that. So Srimad Bhagavatam 3:27-21 actually stress this point. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, one can get liberation by seriously discharging devotional service unto me and thereby hearing for a long time about me or from me. By thus executing one's prescribed duties, there will be no reason and there will be no reaction, and one will be freed from the contamination of matter. So hearing for a long time. Those who have been hearing for a long time, they can notice the thing is working, the change is taking place, the fever of material things is coming down. And what is also important is consistent hearing. So when New Year is coming, right? So this can be one of our goal, New Year goal, to hear regularly. Regularly means it could be every day, it could be every week, whatever works. But consistency is very important. The key to success is not one-time success, but consistently, repeatedly doing the same thing again and again and again, and you can get better at it. So consistent hearing really helps. Consistent chanting really helps. Consistent seva really helps. Same works for hearing also. So we should be consistent in our hearing, not once in a blue moon. But we can hear, we can set it as a goal of our maybe New Year goal. Vaishrik Maharaj always tells, write down your goals. So this can be one of our goals. Like I follow one non-zero policy, whether it is for giving donation or doing any seva. As long as it is non-zero, it is better than, something is better than nothing. So maybe regularly, let's say 5 minutes of hearing, or 10 minutes of hearing, or once a week hearing, something consistent, repeated. That really makes a lot of difference. And in seva attitude to please Krishna, as Krishna just told in this verse, that this is also a seva, discharging devotional service by hearing. Hearing is also a seva. So Prahlad Maharaj, actually he tells 9 processes of devotional service. Shravanam, kirtanam, Vishnu, smaranam, padasevanam, archanam, vandanam, dasyam, sakham, atmanivedanam. So out of the 9 processes, hearing is the first, because it is really the most important. And from hearing, our spiritual life starts and grows. When hearing goes poor, our spiritual life also goes poor. So we have to make sure to remain consistent and to progress. We should hear consistently, attentively, without avoiding any distraction, and repeatedly for a long time. Srimad Bhagavatam tells attentive hearing. Parikshit Maharaj asked this question: what should a person do when he is about to die? So, the sages of Naimisharanya, Sutta Goswami actually, he said that Tasmadekena manasa bhagavan satatam pati shrotabha kirtitabbascha dheya pujascha nityada. So they recite that. Sukadev Goswami tells this. Tasmad ekena manasa. So attentive hearing, not like distraction. Have you noticed, like, some people talk to phone too much, repeatedly call coming, and then when you try to strike a conversation with such a person, it's very difficult, because they're always into into talking to somebody else. So that kind of hearing helps, but really, if we want to reap the benefit of the full thing, then we have to avoid distraction. We have to avoid all the things that are pulling us apart. On that context, I really love Vaisheshik Maharaj. He says, and I've been following that, I got great benefit out of it. One of the class he suggested here that you use this device which will lock your cell phone. Anti-addiction. Unfortunately, in this age, honestly, we can admit many of us are addicted to cell phone. So that kind of chanting or hearing won't help that much. So we avoid distraction. And really, when I followed that, my chanting experience jumped like 4 times. So we can keep those things away when we focusedly hear. We'll practice that at the end. We have some exercise. So, in a seva attitude to please Krishna, to the extent that Krishna tells 9.22, Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana parjupasate tesham nitta viyuktanam yogakshemam bahamyaham. That with undivided attention, somebody practicing devotional service, Krishna personally carries what he lacks. And it is true. He gets personally involved into the game. So what is the mood of hearing? The mood of hearing should be in a mood of friendship to Krishna. Bhakto sime sakha cheti. Bhakta and sakha and non-envious. So 2 verses we can learn from that. 9.1 Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2. Both stresses this point. This is the qualification. This is the mood to hear. Otherwise it may bounce off. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha 9.1. Idam tu te guihatamam prabakshami anasuyabe Jnanam Vikyana Sahitam Yajgyatva Maksase Subhat Anasuyabe. One who is non-envious can hear very nicely. And that is the qualification. Krishna is telling Arjun, you have that qualification. And Srimad Bhagavatam, right in the beginning, the mood is set. Srimad Bhagavatam 112. Dharma projita kaitabatra parama nirmat saranam satam. Nirmat saranam satam. Vedyam vastavam atra vastu sivadam tapatraya unmulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kimba Paravirishvara Sadhyo Ridi Abaruddhate Atra Kritibi Shushubhis Tatsanat. So, Nirmat Saranam Satam, when one is Nirmat Sara, non-envious, then he can hear very nicely, because if somebody is Nirmat Sara, then he will have gratitude. He can be grateful for the things that he is getting. Otherwise, we can be always complaining about everything. Complaining happens due to lack of gratitude, because we don't appreciate what we are getting right now, not in future. Now what we are getting, we can appreciate that. Krishna is mercifully giving his darshan. We are getting Srila Prabhupada's shelter. There are so many things we can be grateful about. But mind is such a nuisance, it finds one reason to complain and it just hooks onto that. That is the nature of mind. Isn't it that Hiranyakashipu could be happy because he had everything? This one little child, Prahlad Maharaj, was worshipping Krishna. He became totally disturbed. On the other hand, Prahlad Maharaj was always thinking of Krishna. In spite of his father trying to kill him, he was totally peaceful. See the contrast. So that is why when we are grateful, we can be humble. Krishna. Gratitude is the womb of humility. Unless we are grateful, we cannot be humble. And unless we are humble, we can have lot of knowledge, but no realization. What is the use of that? Because it is not about information. Flash drive also can do. There are a lot of drives. Google Drive can do. Terabytes. Apple Drive can do. What is the difference then? Humility makes that difference. In Lord Chaitanya's pastime, there was a devotee. He used to give Bhagavatam, Devananda Pandit. He would give just Srimad Bhagavatam class only. Not any other thing. Srimad Bhagavatam. But he had no realization because he offended Srivas Pandit. Till he served Bakreshwar Pandit, he did not understand a single word of Bhagavatam. So it is not about knowledge. It is about realization, which comes by humility and gratitude. So, when we are happy hearing the glorification of devotees, then Krishna becomes blessed. Krishna blesses us with the taste of hearing. One time, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was glorifying Rupa Goswami with 5 mouths. And that was a taste for all other devotees. And all other devotees became very happy seeing that. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased. Can we use technology? Of course we can. But at the same time, we have to be careful that technology does not use us. Many times that we can fall into that trap. But we can, definitely. So there is an active hearing and there could be passive hearing. Active hearing is when we fully focus and we are just drinking every drop of it. But it is not possible to always hear like that. But as Vaishik Maharaj says, let the vibration keep on going. So something is better than nothing. Maybe 1 point, one word enters and we remember that and it strikes our consciousness. In fact, I like one time Vaishik Maharaj says, as soon as you get up, you put something, some hearing. Others will check some news, what is happening in some tunnel somewhere, and will be trapped into that. It will disturb our consciousness. So we can use technology, we can use Bluetooth devices to hear while driving our car. Yes, we can hear while doing exercise. Yes, we can hear while doing other works, chores, in home or anywhere we can hear. The idea is to utilize every moment. To the extent, Rupa Goswami says, Yena tena prakarena mana Krishna nivesayat. Sarve vidhi nishadasor etayareva kinkarai. Kinkara means servant. All the rules, there are many, many rules. But let's not get stuck into so many rules. So Rupa Goswami set the rule. Sometimes rule can clash with each other at loggerhead. So that's why he said this golden rule. What is that golden rule? Somehow or other, yena tena prakarena mana Krishna nivesayat. Engage your mind to Krishna. Vaishik Maharaj says, where attention goes, energy flows. Let our attention be hooked to Krishna Katha. Otherwise something else will snatch away that. Sarve vidhi nisadasur etareva kinkara. This is the highest rule. And then audibles. I've been lately using audibles. I heard the Ramayana with that, Mahabharata with that, some of the Bhagavatams. It's a great thing. We can use fully technology. Srila Prabhupada totally certified that. As long as it is used in Krishna's service. At the same time, we can be careful that technology doesn't grab us. There's a downside of that. So we can take guidance from senior devotees, Vaishik Maharaj, etc. From whom to hear? That is very important. Because if you want to go to Los Angeles and we buy an air ticket for New York or Las Vegas, are we going to reach Los Angeles? No, right? So, right in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna makes that very clear. Because there is Gita Yanti, I'll quote a lot of verses from Bhagavad Gita, which is very relevant. So Bhagavad Gita 4.2 Krishna tells, Evam param parapraptam imam rajarasayo viduhu sakale neha mahata yoganasta parantapaha. So we hear in parampara, Krishna tells to 4 personalities, right? Brahma, Lord Shiva, 4 Kumaras, Lakshmi Devi. From each of them, a parampara starts. As you can see here, through that. So, ISKCON comes, Srila Prabhupada, Gauriya, Madhya, Vaishnava, Guru Parampara. So from Brahma Sampradaya, then Madhvacharya. So there is a disciplic succession. It is a very mystical process. Somebody may think that, I'll just, everything is available in the internet. Books are there. I'll just study and I'll know. But unless we are blessed by a sadhu, by a parampara, we won't be able to understand that knowledge. That is why Krishna himself took initiation in a sampradaya. I mean, even materially we can make sense of it. Would somebody become a doctor just by studying some books? All the books are available in library, right? But nobody will take treatment from such a doctor. Would you take treatment from such a doctor? Oh, I studied on my own. I know everything. It doesn't work even materially. So we go to a proper institute, an authorized institute, and we take training. Before becoming a doctor, one has to do apprenticeship under a surgeon, a doctor. There's another aspect of hearing. Sometimes we have to hear just for preaching purpose. That could be austerity, but we have to be patient if we are really well-wisher of others. Example of that is Krishna himself. He heard the whole first chapter of Bhagavad Gita And Arjuna was telling, Arjuna Vacha, first chapter. And Krishna is just hearing. After that, when 2.7 Arjuna surrenders, Shishasteham sadhimam tam prapannam, then only Krishna starts speaking. So till our pastime is going on, we cannot hear Krishna's pastime. Till we are glorifying our own glories, we are busy in that, we'll have no taste or appreciation to hear Krishna's glories. Another example is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. Can you imagine Supreme Personality of Godhead? All the Vedas has come from him. He is sitting like this and hearing, not for 1 hour, not for 2 hours, 7 days from Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Why? Because when we hear from somebody, quite often what happens, we try to speak out whatever is there in our mind, not hearing, jumping over the talk. Especially nowadays people have very less hearing skill. That's a very important skill to develop. Even in spiritual life, even materially it helps. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard for 7 days. So that Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya will have some appreciation. When he starts speaking, he will also be obliged to hear. So for preaching purpose, also sometimes we may have to hear. It is a service. And we always need role models, right? We had olden days movie heroes, political heroes, business heroes. Spiritual life, we need heroes. Who achieved perfection through hearing? Parikshit Maharaj. Is Parikshit Maharaj an ordinary person? Just think about it. Parikshit Maharaj is a person who is called Vishnu Rat. Krishna gave him darshan right in the womb. Right in the womb. He was protected by Krishna right in the womb. Such a special person, he is hearing from a 16-year-old boy. Just 16-year-old boy. He is hearing. He is hearing with gratitude. So that's why there is no bar on whom we can hear. There is absolutely no bar. We can learn from Parikshit Maharaj how to hear. And how he was hearing? Was he dozing off every now and then? He was asking questions. And that was pleasing Sukadev Goswami so much. He was hearing with attention, with hunger, with a sense of need. One saint was telling that first we should have prayojan bodh. Prayojan bodh means I really need. I need to hear. I need to chant. I need to associate with devotees. I need to serve. Unless we have this prayojan bodh that I need, we will not have the abhav bodh that I am missing. Okay, I don't have it. So when we have this abhav bodh, then there will be byakulata. That means the heart will be hankering for it. That is the way to get laulam. Start with prayojan that I really need. So Parikshit Maharaj was hearing with that hunger. When we also, following in the footsteps of Parikshit Maharaj, hear with that hunger, we can digest the knowledge. Otherwise we cannot digest the knowledge. Just like, let's say your stomach full and you are served a Rajbhog. We won't be able to appreciate. But let's say we did Nirjala Ekadashi, next day also we fasted. Janmashtami, Prabhupada, Vyas Puja. And then a wonderful feast is served. What to speak of wonderful feast? Even if a rice and dal is given, we'll be relishing that. So if we have hunger, we can appreciate the food. If you have hunger to hear the sense of need, then we'll be able to hear very nicely. Every drop of the nectar will grab. How do you think the sages of Naimisharanya could hear? They were 80,000 in number and there was no microphone. Because they were hungry to hear, not a single drop anybody missed. So attitude really needs, and is the example of hearing. Hearing is Arjun. Then yesterday Chaitanya Prabhu was giving very nice class, I heard. So Rukmini Devi, just by hearing, he developed love for Krishna. Similarly, we have forgotten our connection with the Lord, but that can be revived just by hearing. The Brahman Patnis in the marketplace, they heard about Krishna and they developed so much love that when the cowherd boys came, they were eager to give the alms. Not only that, they went themselves, fully surrendered. So the more nicely we hear, the more quickly we'll advance in devotional service. So those are sages of Naimisharana, of course. There are some of the examples of hearing. And how to get the taste for hearing? We have taste for money. We have taste for latest models of the phones and the cars. But hardly any taste for hearing. This is a rare thing. This is the rarest thing that we can achieve in our life. Why? Because once we achieve that, we really don't need anything else, because our heart will be totally satisfied. So, in Srimad Bhagavatam, the formula is given 1 to 7. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayat Subairagyam Jnanam Chayad Aitakam Shushusha Shraddhadanasa Vasudeve Katharuchi Shanmayat Sevaya Vipra Punnatirtha Nishevanat. So by serving devotees who are dear to Krishna, Krishna tells those who are my devotees directly, if you are worshipping me, more than that, better is to worship my devotee. Those who are my devotees are not actually my devotees. Those who are devotees of my devotees are actually my devotees. Krishna is telling. Because Krishna loves his devotees. Here in this photo you can see Narad Muni, little child. Narad Muni is a transcendental spaceman. Narad Muni bajaye bina radhika ramana namine. He's a free transcendental spaceman. He goes everywhere without restriction. To Ravan, to Kamsa, everywhere he goes. Because nobody can kill him. He advises from space to all of them. How Narada Muni became so powerful? And how he got that taste? In his previous life, he himself explains to Vyasdev in Srimad Bhagavatam that his mother was a simple maidservant who would invite the sadhus at home. And Narad Muni, along with his mother, would serve the sadhus and he would take the remnants of the sadhus. And just by serving the devotees with their blessings, he developed the taste for hearing and he was blessed with this laulam, that hankering for Krishna Bhakti. And right in that birth, Krishna gave him darshan. And he said, next birth, he'll become fully transcendental spaceman. So when we serve devotees, we can get the rare taste, because every devotee is special. By serving even a simple devotee, we can please Krishna so much. In Lord Chaitanya's pastime, Raghunath Das Goswami's uncle, his name was Kalidas. He would serve each and every devotee. He would get fresh banana, lovely mangoes in huge quantity and with a leaf plate. Why? Because they will eat on the plate and they will throw the plate. And after that he'll lick that plate. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita 1660 it says, Bhakta pada dhuliyar, bhakta pada jal, bhakta bhukta abashesha teen mahabal. There are three very powerful things. If you want to fast track our devotional service and we want to get a taste, what are the three? Bhakta pada dhuli, dust of the lotus feet of the devotees. So Kalidas one time, Jadu Thakur, who is born in a lower caste, he presented these things, and Jadu Thakur as a custom, it's not like that we shut the door and he goes. He actually accompanied. It's a custom that see long distance they go. And Jadu Thakur came for a long distance. After that, Kalidas went and Jadu Thakur came back. After that, Jadu Thakur came back. And he was rolling in the dust. I'm sorry, not Jadu Thakur. After that, Kalidas came back. And he was rolling in the dust of Jadu Thakur with tears of ecstasy. When he was licking, and one time he presented a huge lot of mangoes to Jadu Thakur. And after late at night, when Jadu Thakur's wife threw the leaf plate, he was licking and he felt he was crying in tears of ecstasy. And he would do for anybody. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so pleased by that there was a pond in which Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would wash his feet, lotus feet. So Kalidas was allowed to drink water from there. And he was awarded the love of Godhead. So to get the taste of hearing, we can learn from Narad Muni to please the devotees. Every opportunity is a special opportunity. We should think that this devotee, my spiritual progress is dependent on this devotee. So with that attitude, when we serve, then we can make tremendous progress. And hearing from seniors as well as so-called juniors. Junior is only in the mind. If we see this slide, who all are sitting here? Sukadev Goswami, Parikshit Maharaj. Apart from that, Vyasdev, who himself taught to Sukadev Goswami, he himself is sitting. Sukadev's Guru. Vyasdev Guru is Narad Muni. He is also sitting. So it is not about that senior, junior. Actually, an advanced devotee thinks everybody is senior. That is the attitude of an advanced devotee. Because unless we have that attitude, we cannot hear. So here, we can learn from them that even Narad Muni, even the sages, so many sages, they are sitting who has many, many yugas as their lifespan. They are so senior, but they are hearing. Because when we hear from some TV serial, do you think it's Sony TV or it's Onida or it's LG? Does that matter? What serial, that is the important thing, right? What movie going on, that is the most important thing. Not what laptop we are watching or what TV brand. So that's why the content, the Bhagavatam is getting presented. Krishna himself is getting manifested through the words. That is the most important thing. So, So hearing in a group is very, very potent or powerful because the synergy really helps. So in the beginning we may not have taste, but as we keep hearing, the taste will slowly come. Rupa Goswami Patel, Sat Krishna Nama Charitadi Sita Piya Vidya Pitta Patapta Rasanasana Rachikanu Kintu Adoradhanudinam Khalu Saiba Jushtva Sadbi Kramad Bhavati Tad Gadamula Hantri. So Pittopatapta, when Pitta, Bath Pitta cough, imbalance of that create disease. When Pitta is Tapta, when the Pitta is rise, then one gets jaundice. And what is the cure? Sugar candy. So like that, we may not have taste. Sat Krishna Nama Charitadi. Krishna's name, Krishna's pastime, we may not have taste, but as regularly in devotee association we hear, then slowly and slowly we start getting the taste. We can also set goals for hearing. And with sincerity of our effort and mercy, because really we cannot achieve the taste for hearing, we can only try. Bhakti is not to be achieved, but it is gifted. So when we please Krishna and the devotees, this taste is given. So one who is blessed, he is blessed with this taste for chanting. He is blessed with the taste of hearing. That is the manifestation of the blessings. And what to do post hearing? Okay, we heard, then gone. No. When we hear, we make notes. Because Kali Yuga memory, sometimes we can ask, how was the class? Class was very good. What did you learn? It was very good. So nothing registered in our mind. It's like, a RAM. It just comes and shut off, everything goes away. So that's why you should make notes when we hear. Because those are the things we can, just like cow, after eating, slowly the cow chews afterwards, digests. So we should go back to our notes and we should just reminisce. We should just relish that. And even more important is at least one lesson we try to implement in our life. Make it our life and soul. And as Vaishik Maharaj says, sharing is caring. So we share with others. So that is a seva we can do post hearing. And what is the effect of hearing? The heart is cleansed. The karma granthi nibandhanam. Karma, the tight knot of karma, which is so complex, it is chindanti. It is cut into pieces just by hearing. Shrinnata shraddhaya nittam ghrinantascha swacheshtitam kalena nati dirghana bhagavan visate hridi. Krishna sits in the heart. Pravishta karna randhrena svanam bhava saroruram dhunati samalam Krishna salilasya yatha sarat. So our heart gets cleansed. And Krishna is captured in the heart just by Hridi avaruddhate atra kitivi, Srimad Bhagavatam 112. And this can give us complete peace and satisfaction, as we discussed Tava Kathamritam, Tapta Jivanam. And more than that, hearing is a seva which actually pleases Krishna. And actually it can give rise to Krishna Prem. Krishna tells in Srimad Bhagavad Gita 3:9-11, Tam bhakti yoga paribhavita rit saroje ase shrutekshita pathanana nata pumsam yadhyadhyata urughaya vibhabayanti tattad bapu pranayase sad anugraya. So shrute ikshita, just by hearing, ikshita means to see, we can have darshan of Krishna. So that is how powerful hearing. It tells Krishna Prem is dormant in our heart, but when with repeated hearing, it wakes up. Chaitanya Charitamrita tells, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadha Kabunay Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte Kariye Uday. When with a pure heart, when we hear Shravanadi, we do this seva of hearing, Kariye Uday, the Krishna Prem rises, which is dormant, sleeping in our heart. And Shraddha Rati Bhakti increases gradually. Shraddha Mataji gave a wonderful class on Shraddha 2-3 weeks back. I was really inspired. Thank you, Mataji. So Srimad Bhagavatam 3:25-25 tells, Satam prashangan mama birya sambita bhabantirit karna rasayana katha tajjoshanadashva baparga bartmani shraddha ratir bhaktir anukramishati. This is the effect of hearing. Automatically 3 things increases. Our faith, shraddha, our taste and bhakti. All the 3 increases just by the seva of hearing. Can we lose taste for hearing? Yes. There is a danger. That's why I put the signal in red color. Yes, it is possible. When we hear criticism of devotees or we ourselves criticize devotees, externally everything may remain same, but the taste of hearing is snapped. We lose the taste. There is no longer taste for hearing. By serving devotees, we get taste. By offending devotees, we lose the taste. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also said, he cautioned us, Jibero nistar lagi sutra koilo vyas, mayavadi bhashya shunile hoy sarvanas. When we hear Mayavadi bhashya, which describes God as impersonal, God as something false, so that destroys our taste for hearing. When we do prajalpa, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually cautioned Raghunath Das Goswami, Gramma katha na sunibe, Gramma barta na kohibe, Bhalo na khaibe ar bhalo na poribe. So when we do Gramma katha or prajalpa, that also our taste slowly declines. Externally everything remains same, but internally it is snapped, taste for hearing. And by pride and envy, they block our capacity to hear. It's like a mercy is flowing through a pipe, but if it is clogged, that water flow stops. Our pride and envy acts like a clog for hearing. And we discussed the example of Devananda Pandit. So now we'll do some hearing exercise. Okay? So, what is the exercise? Srila Prabhupada said, do some practice also, right? So Srila Prabhupada said that chant and hear. Chant and hear. What is the question of mind? So here there is one verse where it's compared like a bird. Britrasur, who is Chitraketu Maharaj in the next verse, he is meditating. This is the perfect mood for hearing. Ajata paksha iva matharam khaga stanyam yatha vatsara artha khuda artha shuddha artha. So ajata paksha, just like a pakshi, bird, baby bird, they cannot fly. They are waiting when the mother will get me food. Like that a devotee is waiting, when shall I get Krishna's mercy? With that attitude he is hearing, he is drinking every drop. Ajata paksha iva mataram khaga, the mother bird, when will he come? Stannam yatha vatsa tara shuddha artha. The calf is hungry to drink the milk. Like that we should be hungry to hear Krishna Katha. Priyam priyeva vasudham visanna mana aravindaksha didikshate tvam. Just like a lover, when beloved is far away, is eagerly waiting with that attitude with here. That is one meditation. So before we go to that exercise, these are the two meditations I leave with. Second meditation is Chaitanya Charitamrita 22 and 33. That verse tells, is a very special verse. Krishna tomar hai jodi bole ekbar, maya bandha hoite Krishna tare kare par. One is immediately freed from the clutches of Maya if he seriously and sincerely says, My dear Lord Krishna, although I have forgotten you for so many long years in the material world, today I am surrendering unto you. I am your sincere and serious servant. Please engage me in your service. So the devotee is surrendering, that whatever has happened, happened, but today, now I am surrendering to you, my Lord. So we can meditate. So first thing, when we try to hear, so we'll do one workshop now what we'll do is we'll together chant. But before that, there is one verse. It says, sloka by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he wrote a song. Mama mana mandire rahanishi din Krishna Murari, Shri Krishna Murari. So as we go through this exercise, please imagine that in our heart there is a temple, Mama Mana Mandir. In that temple, we are establishing Krishna. And you can imagine that in our heart, as 3.9.11 says, that there is a lotus in our heart. Tam bhakti yoga parivayata rit saroja. In our heart, there is a subtle lotus. And we are entering there, and all other vibration is for now stopped. As we are entering the temple, please disconnect yourself. So if you have a smartphone, please turn it off or meditate into airplane mode. Just like we take a airplane journey, right? Before start, it tells, we are going to embark on a journey. Please go into airplane mode or turn it off. Because if you have other vibration, we won't be able to appreciate this vibration. So please do so now. If you have a smartwatch, either turn it off. To derive the full benefit, please disconnect yourself. We are going to take a flight of our internal journey. And another thing that I would suggest is that please, you can just, these ear lids are given for a purpose. The moment we close our ear lids, we are disconnected. So first step is disconnect yourself from the outer world and enter into the inner world where no other vibration. So you can, after when we start, you can close your eyes, but not right now. And then you can go to the inner world and just think of Krishna. Just as Srila Prabhupada said, hear, chant and hear. Okay? So we'll try that practice. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vashadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. And please be in this mudra. It's a very special purpose. It's called Anjali Mudra. Actually, while chanting, there's a tip I'll give. It's called triple P formula. P is for posture. In Japa tape also Srila Prabhupada says, sit straight. So please sit straight. That is posture. And pronunciation. Try to pronounce very clearly. Every word distinct. And catch every word. And prayerful mood. So that Srila Prabhupada said, very simple meaning of the prayer is, my dear Krishna, please engage me in your devotional service. So you can imagine that in your heart there is a lotus inside the temple and there is Jugal Murti Radha and Krishna there, and we are begging to be engaged in their pastime. For a moment, you can close your eyes and you can imagine that you have lost your iCard. You have lost your address. Actually, our real address is Golok Vrindavan. These are our false addresses here, which we have to repeatedly lose. We have false identity. Our real identity is Jibare Saruphaye Krishnara Nityadas. That is our real identity card. So this mudra is called Anjali Mudra. This mudra is the begging mudra. It makes us humble. We are really begging for Krishna's mercy to be engaged in his devotional service. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vashadi Gaur Bhakta Bindu. So 3 times we'll chant in this Anjali Mudra, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. After that, you can relax your hand I'll tell you when to do. So in the Anjali Mudra, now enter the mind space of the temple, no other vibration. Only thing that is allowed is Krishna's holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now you can relax your hands. You can keep on the knees. Sit straight. Let's continue to chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please try to hear. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Thank you. So, thank you for your time. Really grateful. So, the things that we discussed is importance of hearing Krishna's instruction more than anything else to please Krishna. We discussed Srila Prabhupada loved to hear by his example he is setting. How to hear? We saw with humility and service attitude, tad vidhi pranipatena. Repeated hearing for a long time with gratitude and humility. The mood of hearing without envy. Bhakta sime sakha cheti. And when we hear the glories of devotees and we are happy with that, Krishna blesses us with a taste for hearing. From whom to hear? In parampara. And sometime we may hear for preaching purpose also. Example of hearing, Parikshit Maharaj Arjun. Lord Rama, when he was hearing Ramayana, he himself came down from the 18-step throne and he was hearing with everyone. Narad Muni, from Narad Muni, Balmukhi Muni, Ratnakar heard and he became Balmukhi Muni. How to get the taste? By serving devotees. Narad Muni is an example of that. Hearing in a group can give us taste. Effects of hearing, the heart is cleansed and suprasidhati. The heart will be totally peaceful and satisfied just by hearing. It's a mystical process. Losing taste for hearing by criticizing devotees and by exposing ourselves to Mayavad philosophy. Thank you very much for your time. I'm really grateful. Anything inspiring, it's only due to Vaisheshik Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada and previous acharyas. Anything wrong, that's mine and I beg forgiveness. And if you have any comments, questions, correction, chastisement, this is the time we can take a few. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Anybody has any question, comments, corrections? Hare Krishna. That's it.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu, for the nice class. I could really resonate with the point that you mentioned that you have to hear with humility. We need to have the gratitude and we need to have the hunger. And if we don't have any of these, we cannot just hear. And the analogy that if you are full, stomach is full, then you will not like anything. So, like how Kunti Maharani say, we should be always empty. Then only something will go inside. And this morning I was hearing Dhruva Maharaj pastime, where the yakshas are making all the mystic obstacles, and they are coming and disturbing him, and mystically they are confusing him. And the lecturer was saying that in the Kali Yuga, the YouTube and Facebook and all these social media are those things for us. That's what they do. They just confuse us. They are dropped on us like bombs, and we have to be extremely careful. I was thinking of that your class was also similarly speaking about those things.
Thank you, Mataji. Mataji sits here in every class and she hears. She is an example and great inspiration for at least me, that she hears so nicely. And rightly she pointed out, this age is not only the age of mass destruction, it is also age of mass distraction. Right from the morning till evening, this little device catches our attention, and there's so many social media keeps on pulling us. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else has any?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Rupa Prabhu, for the wonderful, wonderful class. And especially for us who follow Sonic religion. The topic was very, very apt, Tachrunu. And we have been reading chapter 7, the last, before Ekadashi. So this was such a wonderful segue from there that you took this. And you mentioned that you were giving the credit to Vaisheshika Prabhu for having, spoken so many things about this. But I would also add that it's also because you heard it and implement that as well. And I was just admiring the way how you picked up the various verses from various Shastra, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and they were all, I was familiar with those verses, I'm pretty sure, but then you were like, I'm reminded of the verse from chapter 7 where it says that Krishna puts all the pearls and he strings all of them in one pearl, all the pearls into one necklace. So that's what you did. This was an amazing, amazing class, and how you connected all of them together. That was just, beyond this world. So thank you so much for doing this and for being who you are. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Shraddha Mataji is an inspiration for me. When she presents in a class, this Bhagavad Gita descends, and you can actually feel. She would present as it is, and it is so inspiring. 2 weeks back, Shraddha Mataji gave a class on the Adu Shraddha, how to get the faith, and that was such an amazing class. Because Mataji herself is an example of how to hear. So once we do shravanam very nicely, then we can do kirtanam very nicely, and that is evident in Shraddha Mataji's class. It is so very inspiring, and it really helps me a lot. Thank you, Mataji.
Back to you, Prabhu.
Anybody else? Okay. So, New Year is coming next week. So, I would rather beg to add to your goal a very simple goal, that Krishna created this body which is very rare. It is very rare. His Holiness Devamrit Swami Maharaj, he was telling how rare it is. Just like a sea turtle, when it goes under the ocean, after a long time it comes. And a plank is floating. What is the chance that this sea turtle would put his head up through the hole of the plank? That much rare human birth is. We have got this rare human birth. And in this rare human birth, we have got the rare opportunity to come to bhakti. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yatati siddhaye. Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita. After thousands of people, hardly anybody would be interested in bhakti. So this rare opportunity we have got. So let us utilize. Because the more we understand the rarity of that, after millions and billions of lifetimes, we got to hear Krishna Katha in association of devotees. We got Sadguru, Srila Prabhupada, who is the Jagat Guru, and his blessings. We got the opportunity to practice. It is after billions of lifetimes. So let's take it very seriously. And in our hand, these marks are there. This for a reason. Vaisheshik Maharaj again tells this. I really love that also. We can actually count here. There is a reason why these marks are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, if we have not done, we can take it as a New Year resolution to at least chant 10 times this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And you see, experiment for yourself how much blessings and mercy of the Lord actually will flow in our life. Like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So like that 10 times every day, I really beg you, please add it as one of your goals, resolutions in New Year, one of the Sankalpa. And you can start right from today. It will hardly take 1 minute to do this. Right from today in front of Radha Madan Mohan. This is a golden lifetime opportunity. After, by Krishna's mercy, after billions of lifetimes, we are here on a special occasion. So let us take this very seriously. And I really congratulate you for hearing Krishna Katha, for accepting Krishna in your life, and for giving us your valuable time and attention to Krishna. That is very, very pleasing to Krishna. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. We'll have the Aarti now, so we can take the asanas and put it there, and we can all be ready for the kirtan and Aarti for their lordships. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Kiba jayo, jayo, Gaura Chandi, Arati Kashobha. Ki bajayo, jayo, Gora Chande, Arati Kashobha. Janavitata-bhani Jagamanalobha Jagamanalobha Janavitata-bhani
वामे गदाधारा घंटा बजे मधुर 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 बजे शंख बजे घंटा बजे मधुर 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 बजे गौरंगी रती मजे शंख बजे घंटा बजे गौरंगी रती मजे शंख बजे घंटा बजे जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय कि बाबा कोटि चंद्रदीनी वदन उजाला कि बाबा कोटि चंद्रदीनी वदन उजाला गाला दे सेवाना माला परिचाला माला शिव शिव सुख नारादा प्रेमे गादा गादा शिव शिव सुख नारादा प्रेमे गादा गादा भागती विनोदर के गौररा शंकरा भागती विनोदर के गौररा शंकरा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्तवृंद Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan Radhe. Jai Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan Radhe. Jayo Mahaprabhu, Jayo Mahaprabhu, Jayo Mahaprabhu, Jayo Mahaprabhu. Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jayo Ananta Dev, Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha, Jayo Ananta Dev. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya प्रेमानंदे जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद् अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ISKCON फाउंडर आचार्य जगत गुरु सेवियर ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ISKCON गुरु वृंद की जय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ शरद श्री प्रभुगण की जय। प्रेम से श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासति गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की जय। नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की जय। श्री श्री लक्ष्मी नृसिंहदेव भगवान की जय। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga, all glories are to Sri Prabhupada ki jai.
Namaste Narasingaya. Oh, Namaste Narasingaya. Nitagara Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitagara Hari Bol. Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki, Bhakti Shiromani Prahlad Maharaj ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Hare Krishna. Can someone please turn on the lights at the back? Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. We welcome you all to the Sunday Feast Festival here at ISKCON of Silicon Valley on the eve of Christmas. Thank you all for joining us. So let's give a big round of applause to everyone who has joined us here tonight. Hari Hari Bol. We'd also like to thank all our online viewers as well. So let's give them a big round of applause as well. Thank you. Today's Krishna Katha and discourse on the topic of shravanam, the hearing process, was brought to us by His Grace Shyama Rupa Prabhu. So let's express our gratitude and thank him for a wonderful class. Hari Hari Bol. Hari 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 Bol. Hari Bol. We'll also like to thank Prabhu's wife, Her Grace Ananya Radhika Mataji, for leading a beautiful kirtan. So let's give her a big round of applause. Hari Hari Bol. We'll also like to thank Rundaranya for leading the Nashima Arti. Hari 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 Bol. And our broadcast is brought to us by His Grace Charunimaya Prabhu. So let's give him a big round of applause as well. Okay, Hari 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 Bol. So anyone, I see a lot of new faces. Thank you for joining us. I know this is a traveling holiday season, so we see a lot of new devotees coming. So anyone coming here for the first time? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining us for the Sunday Feast Festival. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. My name is Sri Gopal Das or Hanspriya Mataji. She is back there. We would be happy to assist you in any way we can. And we wish you a happy stay here. If you are traveling from outside, we wish you a very happy visit to the Silicon Valley and have a safe travel back home. Hare Krishna. So let's chant one Mahamantra for all the newcomers. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We have several sponsors for today's feast. So I would like to acknowledge one by one. So, and it will be just few minutes and then we will have a prasadam. The first sponsor is Dr. Rajeshri Murthy, is sponsoring on the occasion of her daughter Dhatri's birthday. Is she here? Is Dhatri or Dr. Rajeshri here? Is she here? Yeah, please come if you like. No? You? Okay, thank you for sponsoring. And I know she is visiting from Michigan, and right? And we wish you a safe travel back again. And thank you, Mataji, for sponsoring. And we wish her all the best and all the auspiciousness in her life. Hare Krishna. Our next sponsor is Aparjita Bhatt, is sponsoring on the occasion of her first wedding anniversary. Aparjita Bhatt Mataji, is she here? Okay, if not, we will thank them in their absentia. So let's thank them. Hare Krishna. Our next sponsor is Her Grace Ananga Sundari Mataji and Ananga Gopika Mataji are sponsoring on the occasion of Prishni's and Ramni's birthday. Haribol! Prishni and Ramni, are you here? Please come. You come. Ramani, Haribol. Do you know, is this your birthday today? Okay. You want to say something? Okay.
What's your name?
Ramani,
How old are you?
4 years.
Okay.
What do you like here?
Mm,
What do you like?
mm,
बोल रहे?
apple,
Dancing.
19.
Dancing. Haribol.
Please bless me.
Please with me. Please with me.
Oh, bless her. She's asking for, Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. So we have a Mahaprasad from here. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu and Mataji, for sponsoring the feast. Mataji, please come. Hare Krishna. Okay. Thank you again. Mataji, would you like to say a few words? And it's on, yeah.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you so much for your prayers and wishes for Ramani and Prishni and also Mandali today. We are all sharing the same birthdays. Just please continue to pray that they can serve all the Vaishnavas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Shri Radha Madan Mohan. Please keep us all in your prayers. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Haribol. Did you give one? Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you. And our next sponsor, His Grace Koladipa Prabhu and Shrimantini Mataji are sponsoring on the occasion of Mandali's birthday. Haribol. How old are you, Mandali?
5 and 6 years old.
You are 6 years old. Okay. And are you excited about, is something exciting happened in your home recently? Did someone came to your home recently?
No.
Something like a very young child, something.
Navadip Chandra.
And who is Navadip Chandra?
It's my baby brother.
Okay. Okay. What do you like here at ISKCON of Silicon Valley? Why do you come every week? What's the best thing that you like? Friends, I can give you some clues. Friends, kirtan, prasad, dancing.
Sunday school.
Sunday school. Okay. So let's give her a big round of applause and thank her. Okay, Haribol. We pray for her all the auspiciousness, health, and association of devotees, and the spiritual progress in her life. Haribol. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu, for sponsoring. Hare Krishna. Okay, the next sponsor is His Grace Shyam Jagannath Prabhu and Shyam Kumari Mataji and Shriyan are sponsoring on the occasion of Gopal's birthday. Haribol, Gopal, please come. Okay, Gopal, how old are you?
3.
You are 3. Wow. How is your brother? Does he treat you well?
No.
No. Shriyan, please come. Let's everyone see who his brother is. Okay. So I know sometimes maybe, but most of the times you take care of your brother, right?
Yes.
Okay. Does he bother you?
Well, sort of.
Okay. Anyways, thank you, and we wish Gopal very, very happy birthday and all the good things in his life, a healthy and association of the devotees and the spiritual progress. Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Would you like to say something, Gopal? Say Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you. Hari Bol. Thank you, Prabhu and Mataji, for answering. Okay. Thank you, Hari Bol. So, we have a very special announcement for today's sponsor. Her Grace Hema Mataji is sponsoring on the occasion of Dilip Bhai Prabhu's 70th birthday. Haribol! Prabhu, please. You know, Dilip Bhai Prabhu is there from, I don't know, maybe. Haribol! Please come. He's been there from the beginning of ISKCON of Silicon Valley, and maybe Hanspriya Mataji can give good details.
Shri Gopal Prabhu is good with kids, so he gives me an So Dilip Bhai Patel, as many of you know, actually he's been there from the very beginning of days of the ISV. When I recall you, I don't know when I saw you, but your father even was such a great instrument for us to get this temple. He was actually after us. Go get new temple. Come out of this rental place. Get the new temple. And he himself actually had, in his days, even in UK, worked hard so that way they can come here and they are inspiring even today. Dilip Bhai Patel is a person who helped us to also get started with the Motel Gita. He was teamed up with the Mayapur Prabhu, and he's a very big instrument for putting the Gita in motel. So if you ever see, if you're traveling and if you see the Gita in the motel, so he's one of the instrument person behind it. So that's no, small feat. Also, he's retired. So him and his wife both are retired, but every Wednesday, without a fail, they come here around 1 o'clock, and they live in Pacifica, which is like hour and a half away. And they come here and they do the blowing and mowing this parking lot, and they keep everything tidy for the Lordship's pleasure and the pleasure of the devotees. So he's like a hidden pillar for us, and I have a little surprise for him. Can I get the light down? Nitai Kirtan Prabhu, can I get please light off? Okay, thank you. So here is Dilip Bhai for you and your family.
Hare Krishna, Dilip Bhai.
Hare Krishna.
We are wishing you a happy birthday from Mumbai, the place Prabhupada established as his office. And thinking of you today, we're remembering how deeply devoted you are to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Sri Radharani Mohan. How many decades of service you've done to save the world through the distribution of Bhagavad Gita, saving of cows, and just being an example for all of us. We love you very much, and
yes,
we're missing you on this very special day.
Yes. We so appreciate all the service that you've done over the years and continue to do. We always think of you as a wonderful example, and we're grateful to know you, and we're very fond of you and your whole family.
We pray that all the best comes to you in multiples from the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radharani Mohan and your illustrious wife, and may all good fortune abound in your life. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Gaur Premanande. Haribo.
Hare.
Lights. Can I get lights, please? Lights. Thank you. So, anything we say, Dilip Bhai, for you is not enough. But we are also grateful to have his family. Can we actually have family come forward also? Please. Come, I think it's Girdhari Priya also, I saw him, no? He was there, right? And please come. Girdhari Priya is also Pujari and actually a pillar in San Diego temple. So he's come from all the way. So Hema Mataji, please come. Okay. Dilip Bhai, please. And we have a little more thing to embarrass you. So this is Dilip Bhai Prabhu's family. So you can see. Uh-oh. Well, I will have Mataji say a word.
I really don't know what to say. This is a total surprise. I never expected this. But thank you very much for acknowledging this. And we love you guys very much. Otherwise, we would not be here. And we look forward to serving Radha Madan Mohan for many years to come and be an association of all of you. Thank you, Kansapriya Mataji, for putting this on. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you.
Hare Krishna. I got to remember my dad. 2011, he passed away on December the 23rd. That was yesterday. So, then I told Shraddha Mataji, I said, I don't think I'm going to be celebrating my birthday no more. And she said, why not? I said, well, my father passed away, and December is kind of very bad month for me. And she said, well, your dad's moved on, and he has a new life. You should celebrate your birthday as that. So I'd like to thank Shraddha Mataji for saying that to me. And it sank in like a little. It took some time, but it's there. So every time I think of my dad, it's like yesterday I was really depressed and what to do. So thank you also very much. Thank you.
In our traditional way, we'll have Vanchakalpas.
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa sindhubhya pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna to you.
Thank you, Dilip Bhai and Hema Mataji and family. We are so grateful that you're part of ISV. And now we have a wonderful prasadam. Please come. We have wonderful prasadam. And actually this morning I was thinking, it's so nice to just go to the prasadam table and honor the prasadam, and you see the puri, the sabjis, and nice fancy dal and some sort of rice and I don't know, many other, prasadam are like a delicious, like I think I saw they had a cake and they were drizzling little icing on it. It was really beautiful. This is such a good sacrifice done by the cook. It does come with a little more effort from all of us. Besides the eating, if you can come forward and help a little bit in the kitchen. If everybody can put in 15 to 20 minutes, we can get the kitchen cleaned in like 1 hour. So please honor the prasadam. And then after prasadam, if you could, please go a little bit out of your way and come forward and help us out with the cleaning. Okay? And very nice to see actually such a good turnout on the Christmas Eve. Thank you for considering your family at ISV. Hare Krishna.
Just before the prasadam praise, a quick announcement. As you know, this is a season of giving. And there is no other best gift than gifting a Bhagavad Gita. So we have devotees set up the table in the parking lot. If you like, please collect the Bhagavad Gitas, and you can give as a gift to your friends, family members, or to anyone that you would like. It's the best gift that one can give during this holiday season. Hare Krishna. And now we can Prasadam praise, but just before that, we can have her announce the cooks.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today's prasadam was cooked actually under the leadership of Ajit Arjun Prabhu on behalf of Siddhakata Prabhu, but it was assisted by Hitesh Prabhu on behalf of Prishni's birthday. Mrinali and Abhijit on behalf of Abhijit's birthday. You're going to see a very amazing smelling cinnamon roll cake outside. They have been doing it for the last 7 hours continuously. And then, not the least, we had SJSU, San Jose State University students come all the way from 11 o'clock. They have been serving non-stop. And I really want to acknowledge them and plead and beg all your blessings and your prayers so that they can advance in their spiritual life. They can take to Krishna consciousness and they can contribute more and serve more Srila Prabhupada. So please, I'll just very quickly ask them to come in front. Maybe come. Please do not shy. Jatin, you can come. Where's Krishna? Hare Krishna. You just say once Hare Krishna Maha Mantra for all of them. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. We also have a wonderful news to share with the community. We are very happy to announce the arrival of Dhriti, the daughter of Saurabh Prabhu and Priyanshu Mataji's daughter. And she is the second daughter, and they have an elder daughter, Aditri. So the arrival of Dhriti, she came on December 21st. So we wish Dhriti a very healthy and a long life, and the association of the devotees and the spiritual progress in her life. So let's welcome Dhriti by loudly chanting one Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now we will go to Prasad Sevya prayers by Anushri. Hari Bol.
Sharira Vidyaja Jorindriya Tahika Vishaya Sago Bhagavad Prasad ki. Please come take prasad.